Hi guys, I'm Danielle Jameson. Welcome to my channel and of course a big welcome to this video. In today's video I'm going to be speaking to you guys about my septum piercing, which if you don't know what a septum piercing is, it is this little dude right here, right up in all of my nostril. Basically this was completely impulse. I wasn't planning on getting it done, it was just like a thing that happened, I guess. But it is a piercing that I've wanted for a kind of short while now. So basically I went in there, asked if she was available to pierce my septum, and she said she was. She gave me a form to fill out. After I filled out the form, she took me in the piercing room and she had a quick look in my nose and immediately said to me, she said, right, because of the way your nose is, your piercing will never be completely straight. To which I was a bit bummed out, I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad she told me before she'd done the procedure, and I'm glad she took the time to look. She asked me if I had broken my nose before, she'd asked me if I'd had my septum done before, and she'd asked me if I'd had any surgery on my nose. No, I've not had any of those three problems. I think I possibly might have broken my nose at some point. That's like a story for another day, I guess. Maybe it's been broke all of this time and I just haven't noticed. I've kind of lost my train of thought now. And then she laid me down and it was a really uncomfortable position. She cleaned my nose out with some like alcohol stuff and it smelled like shit, and just marked out where she would be piercing it. If you've done a bit of research into septum piercings and the procedure, you will know that you would usually get your septum pierced through what's called your sweet spot. It is possible to have your septum pierced through your nose cartilage, but basically sweet spot is easier because it's a lot thinner. My piercing is done through my fabulous sweet spot. If you guys don't know what your sweet spot is, if you basically go up your nose a little bit, it's like a little dangly bit of skin, like a little wobbly bit, and that is your sweet spot. Some people's sweet spots are just too small to be pierced. So she marked everything out and basically just told me to take a big deep breath in. I took a deep breath in, needle went through perfectly fine, no trouble, no problems, and then obviously she threaded the jewellery through and warned me that it was perhaps going to pinch a little bit. It did pinch a little bit. Pain-wise, personally for me, I would rate it about a 3 out of 10. It is obviously painful because you are getting a needle shoved through your nose, but at the same time, it's not excruciating. It's doable. Obviously people feel pain differently. In my personal experience, I'm just saying that I didn't find it painful. And then that's it done. I mean, I was expecting it to be a bit more long-winded than that, the whole procedure, but it wasn't. It took about 2 minutes flat. She was really quick to pierce. She's got a really good reputation, the person that I went to, so I was more than happy for her to pierce me. I'm cleaning it twice a day. I don't realise that it's there until I knock it or something. It's the most unusual piercing that I've ever had in terms of I can't feel that it's there. The only time I actually remember that I have my septum done is if I go to wipe my nose and then it hurts like shit because it's a fresh piercing. The person that pierced me always pierces septums with a retainer. So a retainer obviously doesn't have the balls at the end. I love the retainer. I think it's small, it's cute, it's barely noticeable, and it's really easy if you want to flip your septum up. The only problem I do have with the retainer is the fact that it doesn't have the balls in the end, so I'm forever worrying that it is about to fall out. Really, the only problems I'm having with my septum piercing is I can't, if my nose is itchy, like I kind of just have to itch it like this, because I don't want to like stick my finger up there. I'm gonna keep you guys up to date, just like I'm doing with my vertical labret piercing. So I'll be able to talk more about the healing process and things like that in the next month. The great thing about septum piercings is they don't take too long to heal. But yeah, I'm going to speak to you guys a bit more in my next video, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Maybe you guys have found this a little bit useful if you're wanting your septum done, or if you already have your septum done and are just curious about other people's experiences. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video.